Hello students, I am Kavita Singh from Samarpan Gyan School, and today we will learn here 7th standard science chapter number 1, nutrition in plant. Nutrition. But you know about nutrients? Yes, because you learn about it in 6th standard. Nutrients, certain substances are present in the food that help in survival of the organism. For example, carbohydrate, protein, vitamin, minerals and fat. But what is the nutrition? Nutrition can be defined as a process by which organism take in the food and utilize it in order to survive. Okay, or the taking of food by an organism and it's utilized by the body is called nutrition. Okay, now based on the modes of nutrition, organism can be divided into main two parts. First is autotrophous and second is heterotrophous. Now again heterotrophous is divided into four parts, that is insectivorous, parasites, symbiotic and saprotrophic. Now we will start our topic with the autotrophous. What is autotrophous? Autotrophous is, auto means, if we divide into two parts, there are two words. First is auto and second is trophous. So auto means self. Okay, auto means self and trophous means nourishment. Okay, so autotrophous means that substance they can make food themselves. Okay, they can make food themselves, such as plant have the ability to create their own food. Okay, and these modes are called autotrophic. The mode of nutrition in which organism make food themselves for a simple substance is called autotrophic nutrition. For example, green plant. Okay, now second is a heterotrophous. What is a heterotrophous? Hetero means other. Here again it will be divided into two parts, that is hetero. Okay, hetero means other, and again trophos means nourishment. So heterotrophous means they can depend on the other for food. Okay, need to eat other organisms to get energy, means when they want energy, they can depend on the other animal or a plant, so they can call heterotrophous. For not only a animal, even some plants, a few plants and all animals are depend on the other for their nutrition and are called heterotrophous. Now with this diagram you can understood with both autotrophous and heterotrophous. So you can see here, this is the green plant, these are the green plants, and this is the autotrophous because they can make their food themselves. Okay, they cannot take help of any other thing. Their raw material are soil, water, air and sunlight. But animals, all type of animal, vegetarian, herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous, all type of animals are depend on the plant or other animal for their food. So they are called heterotrophous because they cannot make their food themselves. They are depend on the other for the food to get nutrition. Okay, so they are called heterotrophous, and the green plants are called autotrophous. But not all animals, plants, some plants, means few plants are also in heterotrophous category. Okay, now we will see here, what is this? Cell. What is cell? Students, all living organisms are made up of tiny structures called cell. Some organisms contain only one cell, while other plants and animals contain many cells of different kind. Part of the cells are nucleus. Every cell has a nucleus present in the center that perform various functions of the cell. Now cytoplasm, every cell has a gel like structure. You can see here whole brick like structure that is filled with the gel like structure present in it. It is called cytoplasm. Okay, now cell membrane, you see the outline. Every cell has a outer boundary which protect the cell, called the cell membrane. Okay, now we will see here stomata. What is stomata? Stomata, these are tiny pores present on the leaf surface. Okay, not a one stomata in a one leaf. There are many stomata in a one leaf. Okay, you can see here these are this is the stomata, and this is present on the surface of leaf. There are lots of stomata present in the leaf, and these stomata water and minerals are transported to the leaf by the vessels which run like pipes throughout the root. The stem, the branches and the leaves, they form a continuous path or passes for the nutrition to reach the leaf. Okay, so you can see here this is the stomata. In stomata in a leaf there are guard cells are present. Okay, guard cells, you can see here this is the guard cell. Okay, and guard cell are responsible for opening and closing of the pores. Okay, and the carbon dioxide from air is taken in through the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaf. These pores are surrounded by the guard cell, and this is called stomata. Okay, these okay, and the leaves have a green pigment. You can see the leaf here, it has a green pigment that is called chlorophyll. That's why leaf is look green in color. It helps leaf to capture the energy from the sun. Okay, so it is the stomata. Now today's topic is finished here. We will meet into the next class.